Want to let y'all know that the brand new Run It Back Philly shop merch is up. RunItBackPhillyShop.com. The brand new Trust Issues design. And this represents all of us, ladies and gentlemen, that have trusted the process and have been left with nothing but trust issues. I personally think the cream color is absolutely fire. And we threw it on some hoodies also. You know what I mean? It's hoodie season. Link is in the description.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intro.
Run It Back Nation, what is good? It is your boy DJ Eastwood, Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Al Go Gang, do your thing. Hit the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel, turn your notification bell on, all those things. If you would love to see Jrue Holiday back in Philly, if you would love to see the return of Jrue Holiday, hit the like button. Let's get into the business, okay? So, yesterday it goes down, all right? Not exactly what we Sixers fans wanted to go down, but something went down that NBA fans have been waiting for all summer, and that is a Damian Lillard trade. The funny part is, it was the Milwaukee Bucks. It was the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks swoop in and trade for Damian Lillard. So, first of all, shout out to the Bucks because Giannis goes out this summer and basically says, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to finish my career in Milwaukee. If I feel like we can't win anymore, maybe I'll go somewhere else. And the front office immediately made a massive move to improve the team and give Giannis Damian Lillard to try to go win a couple more championships and try to get Giannis to sign an extension. If only the Philadelphia 76ers had a front office like that was willing to go make major moves, because Joel Embiid also made like a sly comment this summer. And Daryl Morey didn't do a damn thing. The Dame trade should also reiterate, or should also, prove that these reporters have been making shit up all off season. These reporters have been flat out making shit up all off season. It is what it is. It's for clicks. It's a job. Every single day, their job is to get you to click on something so the ads run, so the company gets paid. It is what it is. So every day they made something up. Nobody said Milwaukee. The entire summer, nobody said Milwaukee. So dropping dimes 20 is right. Windy be capping. Nobody said Milwaukee. And hopefully dropping dimes 20 is still correct about Windy capping on James Harden returning to Philly. Because dropping dimes 20, you know who it is. If you know, you know. I trust that dude with my life. He said Windy be capping. A deal is almost done. And a week later, Damian Lillard gets traded. Telling y'all to trust dropping dimes 20. You need to trust him. So, Windy be capping. Reporters been making shit up all offseason. Nobody said Milwaukee. I mean, you could have at least listed them somewhere. This just proves that they never have any idea what they're talking about. You know what I mean? They listed Philadelphia as a trade destination for Damian Lillard before anybody said Milwaukee. That's way off. So, Windy be capping. Reporters make shit up all offseason. Dame goes to the Bucks. The Sixers are in trouble. The Sixers are in trouble because as we stand right now, there's no point in playing the season at all because, barring injury, the Milwaukee Bucks are the favorites to win the East. The fact that they didn't even have to give up Chris Middleton, come on, man. Dame, Giannis, Middleton, who's stopping? Who's stopping it? Who's stopping it? Now, as part of the trade, Jrue Holiday was traded to the Portland Trailblazers, who are immediately looking to move off of Jrue Holiday's contract because the Portland Trailblazers are trying to clean house and they don't want to take on any guaranteed money. They don't want to take on any long-term contracts. So they're going to move off of Jrue Holiday. It doesn't fit their plan right now. It doesn't make any sense for them to keep him. And it doesn't make any sense for him to be there. An NBA veteran. What's he been in the league now? 11 years. He probably wants to go try to win some more too. He doesn't want to be in Portland. Let's keep it a bean here. So it makes perfect sense for the 76ers to pursue Jrue Holiday while also getting rid of James Harden. Now, that's what I want to say. The reports came out yesterday that the 76ers are interested in trading for Jrue Holiday. Now, James Harden's been saying, I want out. I want to get traded to the Clippers. I don't want to be here anymore. Daryl Morey and the Sixers have sat back and said, we're not trading him unless, we get what we want, unless we get some kind of value that we think makes sense in return. And all the reports every couple of days or weeks were that, the Sixers are hoping James Harden comes back, and they're looking to bring him back, and they're fine with James Harden coming back and playing. Well, the fact that they are now out here saying, hey, we would like to trade for Jrue Holiday tells me that they are definitely in pursuit of a James Harden trade. Because that's 2 point guards. You wouldn't be able to play Jrue Holiday and James Harden together. Obviously, that's what's happening. So it makes perfect sense for the Sixers to say, okay, listen, James gets what he wants and goes to LA. Right? We don't want to give him what he wants. We don't want this NBA players choosing where they go thing to continue. But you don't want James Harden here. He just had a party last night, if you haven't seen it, go on Twitter and play the clips, in Houston, and the damn bottle girls are holding up a sign that says Daryl Morey is a liar. And there's a giant James Harden cardboard cutout in the crowd. I mean, just the epitome of letting fame ruin you. James Harden is so obsessed with how much people in Houston love him that he just can't get enough of it. Anyway, you don't want him here because of things like that, okay? So you give him what he wants. You make a deal with the Clippers, right? The Clippers, what do they want in return? What do they would like James Harden. They would like to not give up significant assets to get him because James Harden is turning 34. James Harden is an asshole. And James Harden's kind of washed at this point. He hasn't really shown in the past 2 years that he's still James Harden. So why would the Clippers want to give up significant assets for him? So the Clippers say, hey, we can now get James Harden without giving up significant assets because we can give minimal assets to Portland, who can send Jrue Holiday to Philly because Portland's just looking to get off of Jrue Holiday's contract after the trade they made for Dame. Bang! It all makes sense. This is a no-brainer. I can't even believe this hasn't been announced yet. It's going to happen. So let's look at a scenario of, a possible Jrue Holiday to Philly, James Harden to LA trade and talk about it. Okay, article by Hoops Hype says, what are the Blazers looking for? Now, this is a little bit different than what I just said. They are throwing out there that the Blazers will be looking for multiple first-round picks because they only got one first-round pick in return for Damian Lillard, and I think that does make sense. You just have to look at, how much value people think Jrue Holiday still has moving forward on multiple first-round picks. I don't know. Maybe that happens. So, that's the first part of this article here. The first team they mention, and if this happens, the Sixers are absolutely screwed. This is why the Sixers must move now. Daryl Morey must move now. Because if Jrue Holiday gets traded to the Boston Celtics, the Philadelphia 76ers are done. Boston Celtics are expected to explore the possibility of trading for Jrue Holiday. According to the Boston Globe, significant change to their lineup, trading Marcus Smart for Kristaps Porzingis. The easiest way for them to match is to trade Malcolm Brogdon, Al Horford, and a minimum salary. They also have their own first-round draft picks as well as one owned by the Warriors in 2020. So the Celtics could offer Brogdon, their first-round draft pick, and the Warriors' first-round draft pick in 2024. I don't know if the Sixers can compete with that. The Miami Heat. The Heat would need to send out $33.5 million to match Holiday, a package featuring Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, James Vasquez, Haywood Highsmith. They currently can trade up to 2 future first-round picks in 2028 and 2030. I think we can mess with that. I think we can compete with that. The The Brooklyn Nets. Get to see what I said about ads, bro? The Brooklyn Nets. The Nets need to send out $29.4 million to match Holiday. The easiest way to get there is by trading Spencer Dinwiddie, Royce O'Neal. They could also offer Ben Simmons, who's owed $37. Ben Simmons is owed $37.9 million. If the Blazers are patient and confident enough to rehabilitate his value. No, if the Blazers are high as fuck. Anyway. Oh, my shoulder hurts. All right. Although they're down several first-round picks of their own, they now have a surplus of picks. Toronto Raptors, where are the Sixers at? Toronto Raptors would also need to send out $29.4 million to match Holiday. If they want to keep all their stars, all their starters, they can match with a combination of Chris Boucher. Okay. Philadelphia 76ers, here you go. I was hoping it was on here. I was like, bro, if the Sixers aren't even listed, I got to delete this whole video. The Philadelphia 76ers are still seeking a trade for James Harden. According to Philly Sports' Kyle Neubeck, he would presumably be acquired as part of the Harden trade, which could require a third team. Harden alone matches for Holiday, so the Sixers wouldn't need to send any other players back. The big question is if they need to include any additional value, but they may feel a swap involving both players is fair considering their similar age and equally productive seasons last year. So this article's talking about a one-on-one swap. A one-on-one swap. Jrue Holiday for James Harden. And first, there's two things here. So Jrue Holiday is under contract this season for about $36 million, and next season he has a player option at $37 million. James Harden is on a player option right now at $37 million. So making this trade for the Portland Trailblazers would hypothetically save them, a year of contract and about $37 million, assuming Jrue Holiday opts into his player contract next season. And at 34 years old, why would you not, right? Also, this would be the ultimate. Daryl Morey, this would be the ultimate FU to James Harden. This would be the ultimate fuck you to James Harden. You send James Harden to Portland, who wants nothing to do with him. We know that. And then he's stuck there for a year. He doesn't get what he wants. He's in Portland under contract for a year. And you get Jrue Holiday in return. I don't know if that's an even swap because Portland, again, has no interest in someone like James Harden right now. They're rebuilding. Maybe the trade happens and they buy him out. I don't know the intangibles on that. But that's fun. I was thinking, James goes to LA. LA sends assets to Portland. Portland sends Jrue Holiday to Philly. That's in a perfect world. But if this would happen, this would be the ultimate giant middle finger to James Harden. And, I guess Portland, no, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that because they want nothing to do with James Harden. That would just be a straight buyout. Like we just said, the Celtics have a better package. Pause. The Miami Heat have better could offer better than that. The Toronto Raptors could offer better than that. So I guess why would Portland do that? You know what I mean? You'd have to be looking at it as a team that wants James Harden, who is the LA Clippers, and that's how you would get the draft compensation to Portland and get them to move off of Jrue Holiday. That's what I would see happening. This would be fun, a one-on-one swap, but that's not realistic because Portland can get more for Jrue Holiday than James Harden straight up, and the Sixers don't have the first-round draft assets that other teams have to offer. LA Clippers. The Clippers would have to send $33.5 million. They could get there with a combination of players like Norman Powell, Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, Robert Covington, Terrence Mann. They can trade up to 2 first-round picks in 2028, 2030. They haven't been willing to offer much of a premium for Harden, but perhaps they're willing to trade more assets for Holiday. That's interesting, too. Do the Clippers want Jrue Holiday? Imagine that giant fuck you to James Harden. The Clippers make a trade for a point guard, but it's not even James Harden. It's Jrue Holiday. If Holiday ends up in Boston, we're screwed. If Holiday ends up in Miami, we're screwed. If Holiday ends up in LA, we're double screwed because now you definitely can't get rid of James Harden, which is another reason the Sixers need to move now. Now. shout out my guy Sean Bernard before I get up out of here. You know, this is kind of what I'm saying here, and this is from the article that Jake Fisher wrote on Yahoo Sports. Philadelphia has indeed registered its interest in Holiday with Portland, and there would seem to be an obvious three-team structure that benefits Portland, Philadelphia, and Los Angeles. Where Holiday returns to the franchise that drafted him, Harden gets his wish and joins the Clippers, and the Blazers receive first-round picks from each team. Los Angeles has not been willing to offer more than one selection to Philadelphia for Harden, sources said. They have also not been willing to include versatile swingman Terrence Mann, but if the Sixers and Daryl Morey could spin a potential holdout with Harden into a motivated Holiday for the cost of one of Philadelphia's future picks and Harden's $35.6 million salary, that would bill as fantastic value for all parties involved. But then maybe the Clippers abandon all pursuit of Harden to go after Holiday in their own right. And that's what scares me about the situation, because why wouldn't they? I would rather have Jrue Holiday. Would you not rather have a facilitating defensive point guard who's not going to be hung over half the season and then decide he wants traded? Especially when you want the ball to be in Kawhi Leonard and Paul George's hands most of the time, if they're ever healthy. Yeah, actually, now that I think about this, I don't even see why the Clippers should want Harden anymore at all. They should want Jrue Holiday. Damn. I just contradicted myself 17,000 times in this video. I have no idea what to think. My head hurts. The NBA is a freaking circus. Give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comments, man. Stay tuned. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all soon.